Once upon a time, a prince judged a beggar by her rich appearance and was cursed to live as a terrifying beast and locking himself away in a dark wintry castle. His only hope was an enchanted rose. If he could not learn to love and earn love in return before the last petal fell, he would remain monster forever. It was the only when pure-hearted girl named Belle looked past his hideous exterior and loved him exactly as he was that the curse broke, transforming him into his true radiant self. Beyond fairy tale, the story acts as a psychological and spiritual map for inner alchemy, the process of transforming our base and our unhealed trauma into something divine. Instead of seeing character as a separate people, it helps to view them as different parts of your own mind and spirit. The beast is the ego. He represents our unhealed defensive self. He is isolated and convinced that he is unlovable because of his outward flaws and past mistakes. The ego is not who you are, it is a narrative of your mind tells itself about your story. When you feel unlovable or focus on outward flaws, you are experiencing ego's limited perspective. Belle is a pure consciousness. She represents pure consciousness. Consciousness is that awareness that watches the ego acting out. It shows complete acceptance. When you notice that you are feeling defensive or isolated, you are stepping out of the beast into your true conscious self. The Enchanted Rose is the timeline. The rose reminds us that our time to do this inner work is limited. We must stop waiting to be perfect before we choose to love ourselves. When you are living from a place of unhealed trauma, the beast, your internal world becomes the fortress. The castle is dark, forbidding, and trapped in a eternal winter, representing the depression and isolation that happens when we cut ourselves off from the world out of fear. If we have to take the final spiritual takeaway, then it must be that we all carry the beast, the wounded ego, hiding inside a castle. When we are hurt, we build walls, freeze our emotions, and convince ourselves that we are flawed to be loved. But your true nature is Belle, the consciousness that does not fight the ego, nor does it judge the darkness. Instead, it looks directly at your deepest wounds and offers unconditional acceptance. Just as Buddha simply noticed Mara to end the illusion, you reach peace by watching your ego's defensive thoughts. The ultimate spiritual truth of the story is you do not heal by destroying your darkness, you heal by bravely bringing the light, allowing love to transform your pain back into its original divine nature.